Hi, hello. My name is Trent Adupoku. I am a student here at National American University. Um, I am bringing this presentation for you for my Introduction of Leadership and Quality course. My assignment today briefly goes over um, one of the four functions of leadership, which is the controlling aspect of an organization. As a new manager, it's important to know and understand four functions of leadership, which are planning, organizing, leading or directing, and controlling. Today, we will focus on the controlling function of leadership. The purpose of controlling in an organization is to establish the right work environment or culture for your human capital that would work in conjunction to foster optimal productivity in your organization. It's important to note that you must understand what decentralized and centralized organizational structure entails. As you can see from the figure on the right, a centralized organization has the head in which flows to the organization, the human capital of the organization. The next one, decentralized, has a more intertwined connectivity flow from leadership to other leaders to lesser leaders and subordinates of the organization. In a centralized organization, your company structure would look like the illustration here to the right. This organization would get its delegations of tasks from the president, the head, with any input from other managers or consideration uh, of the employees. And I'm sorry, that's without consideration from other managers and employees. All communication and delegation of rules, policies, and tasks would flow vertical in nature in the organization, coming from the head, the president, the CEO, and things of that nature. The leadership style and characteristics that are most associated with a centralized organizational structure is the autocratic leadership style. The autocratic leadership style is rarely very popular with employees. It is preferred uh, strategy in organizations where employees perform streamlined functions, where control is more critical to the success and the creativity of the organization. And again, that's rather than the creativity of the organization. So, to briefly put this in layman's terms, um, the more autocratic leadership style will flow vertically, coming from the head, as stated before. Um, More control is focused because it's more suitable for the organization. It's more suitable for the organization in that um, maximum productivity will be, established and things of that nature. So, it's not always bad to have a centralized, autocratic type leadership in an organization because, the bottom line is to get the job done and get it done efficiently, effectively, so that, shareholders, uh, stakeholders, and everyone can have a piece of the pie. In a decentralized organizational structure, your organization will look similar to the figure to the right. A decentralized organization is one where the decision making authority is not solely in the hands of a particular group or figure, but with multiple people at multiple levels of hierarchy. So, that being said, the president being the head, has lower level managers. It could be multiple levels of level managers who all give their input, give their perspective, give their analysis of the organization from their perspective, and present it, in a board meeting with the president, and they will collectively establish a plan, the best suitable plan for the organization, based off of everyone's input. Now, a leadership style and characteristics that are most associated with the decentralized organizational structure is a democratic leadership style, also sometimes called participative leadership. The democratic leadership requires collaborative energy, delegation of responsibilities, and group level decision making, as stated before. It's more catered to, a collective decision making in the organization amongst the top level managers and lower level managers and things of that nature. And it takes into consideration um, opinions and perspectives of other shareholders in the company uh, and things of that nature. Now, contemporary control tools and systems. Um, this is another important section in the aspect of controlling an organization, because you want to gauge and benchmark the productivity of the company and how things are operating um, in the organization. And so basically, contemporary control tools and systems can be used in your organization to gauge, manage, and benchmark key indicators of human capital, customers, distribution, and sales. This integrating and controlling automation processes are where performance, productivity, operations, or reliability are analyzed, and necessary implementation is conducted based off data from those analyzed um, analyzed information. One tool that could be used in management and the controlling aspect is a balanced scorecard. Balanced scorecard is a strategy management systems that helps managers to translate organizational strategy into operational objectives and implement it. Balanced scorecard frameworks looks at the strategy from four different perspectives. It could be financial, customer focused, internal business processes, and learning and growth of the organization. Um, some things that the balanced scorecard from a financial perspective could gauge are, cash flows, revenue, ROI, um, all things dealing with finances. From a customer perspective, it could be, turnaround time for the customer to receive a product or service. It could be, customer satisfaction, customers' input, their opinions about the company, and things of that nature. Internal business processes, it could deal with machines, your efficiency in developing the product or service, or how well are your components of the business, or how well is the process of the business. Let's score it. Let's score different key areas of the internal business processes. Learning and growth. This is anything that um, could go under learning and growth. Basically, you're learning and you're growing within the company. Like, what could you do better? What could you not do? And let's score it based off of that. Open book management is another tool that could be used in the controlling aspect of management. Basically, open book management is defined as empowering every employee of an organization with required knowledge about the processes, adequate training, and powers that make decisions which would help them in running a business. It is all about teamwork and moving forward. Open book management, sharing sensitive financial information with employees and teaching them how to understand and use financial statements. Viewing financial information may help them better understand how their work contributes to the company's success. Outsiders use financial data to evaluate investment opportunities, and so this tool here, shareholders, managers, employees, stakeholders, um, all have a piece of the open book management tool, in which it collectively gives each and every one insight into the business and fosters a participative effort into the success of the operations of the business. Total quality management is another tool or system that could be used in managing your organization, and as far as the control aspect of things, and gauging quality. Now, the core definition of total quality management describes management approach to long-term success through customer satisfaction. Um, all members of the organization participate in improving processes, products, services, and the culture in which they work. So as you can see, total quality management is an all-around tool to better serve the customer, to better serve the organization's human capital, to offer the best products for the customer, to overall just authentically be a great organization with integrity from all aspects. As you can see, permanent improvement is a goal of total quality management. Customer focus is another goal. Personal involvement or improvement, um, process approach to operations, and system approaches from a information systems aspect of the organization. If you are handling your customers' personal information, is your systems, information systems properly encrypted or firewall to protect the data of your customers? Like, what quality do you have in place to protect your customers, and also your employees as well, from a HR standpoint? What systems are you using that can better um, you know uh, flow to the organization? Now, here are my references um, that I've used to put together this PowerPoint, this video here. I hope you can use them to your advantage for your own studies and things of that nature. And again, I would like to say thank you for watching this video, this presentation, and I hope you have an amazing day and have learned something in the form of one of the functions of leadership, which is the controlling aspect, and how to implement different systems and tools into your organization to better lead and manage uh, your business or your organization.